let's talk about providing bicycle paths and also mixed use paths on our site. These different kinds of trails and bike lanes are going to provide recreational opportunities, all right, for people to enjoy your site, but they're also part of a transportation network, especially those bike paths. Bicycle trips are one of three kinds. You can have a commuter trip, a recreational trip, or a neighborhood trip, right? Commuter trips, going back and forth from work, all right, and neighborhood trips, somebody's going to the grocery store or something like that, or the library, all right, are usually made on public streets. They can share the travel lanes with cars, all right, or there can be a designated bike lane. Right? Separate routes like paths through a park, etc., are used primarily by recreational cyclists, people who are enjoying themselves for the day, all right, and not commuters and or neighborhood trips. So let's start out by talking about the mixed use paths. All right, and these are paths that are used by both pedestrians and bicyclists. A couple of design considerations, and the first one is path width. We talked already about how people are social animals, all right, and they want to talk with their companions. They're going to walk and bicycle side by side, no matter if there's room for it or not. All right, so provide enough room for it. Another design consideration is separating these two uses, all right? There is an inherent speed differential between the bicyclists and the pedestrians, and when you get enough use, when your trail is busy enough, this can feel uncomfortable or even be unsafe. So when you have enough use that you really want to separate pedestrians from bicyclists, there's a couple of different options. And starting kind of over here on the right, you can simply mark on the pavement a kind of a pedestrian zone and bike lanes. Right? The next step up would be to do the same thing, but to make your markings even more definite. All right, maybe two different materials, but it's very easy for somebody to come over and cross, and so they call it a traversable surface delineation. All right. Finally, kind of the highest grade of separation here are when they are physically separated from one another. And in this case, we've got a walking path over here. We've got marked bike lanes over here. And there is a landscape buffer in between them.